Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing his starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner, don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out of the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They'll run with Patterson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
First down, Mariota. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw again on second down. Mariota firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 29, Winston. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. Incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Divine Azigbo. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again, Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. 43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
They run with Zigbo, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here's Winston. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Val Mariota. Throw left side. There's London. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On first down, going back to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Patterson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Toss left side, Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On third down, Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So Dennis Allen successful on that challenge. A good decision to throw the flag. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The first down throw for Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Kamara try the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Prentice taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Winston now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Steps away to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Winston. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
To throw is Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 27, Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play fake, Mariota. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Fourth down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now Winston. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A first down throw for Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, Mariota. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out, and the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston off to Thomas on the left side, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Winston looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 2nd and 6. Jameis again. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Kamara running right.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That is caught inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Prentice, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A goose and all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Mariota on 1st down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Winston on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. A 2nd down throw for Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota on the keeper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now Mariota. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 15 now. Mariota. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and the Falcons pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota now. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. To the field comes New Orleans. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
4 yards the pickup. First down. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action now. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Falcons ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 25 on second down, Mariota. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, Mariota. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota throws right back to London, complete again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mariota forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 14. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Mariota. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Ferkser from 4 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing is Mariota. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson from a yard out. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. The
tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Saints, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.